It's 6:15. Welcome back to Wake Up Northwest. In this week's Madeline Motivates, sometimes it can be really tough to get out of bed in the morning. And during this pandemic, days like that are easy to come by. But one thing that may help you get motivated again is finding something to look forward to. McDonald, local leadership consultant and coach, is on the phone right now to share some advice. Good morning, Jan.
Good morning, Madeline.
Well, Jan, I told you I've heard from a lot of people, friends, coworkers, who can't find a reason to keep going right now with the pandemic, the financial losses, and everything happening. What would you say to someone who maybe is feeling that way?
Boy, I have been there, and there's a lot of people that are feeling like you right now. And I totally understand. Like, the feeling of powerlessness is very pervasive. If there's nothing I can do to make a situation better or alleviate it, why get out of bed? So the questions I asked myself when I went through this is, how is staying in bed going to make everything better? And how is that going to help me? And did I want my husband to have me to worry about too? And if you have children in your household, what behavior are you modeling for those that are in your circle of influence for your children? How do you want them to learn how to handle adversity? And these were kind of some of the thoughts that made me get out of bed.
Those are really powerful questions.
Wasn't going to help.
Very powerful.
Yeah.
Well, I know from personal experience, one thing that's helped me over the past, just about a month, is finding something to look forward to. So how can we create things to look forward to, even if we don't know exactly when they can happen?
So one of my things that I love to coach on and teach on is I may not have control over my situation, but I do have control over my response. I get to choose my response and my attitude. That quote by Viktor Frankl, everything can be taken from a man but one thing, the last of human freedoms, to choose one's attitude in any given set of circumstances. We get to choose our own way. So what I had to do for myself was, who do you want to become, and what do I want? What do I love to do? And then I wrote these things down and focused on moving in that direction. I mean, for you, what do you want to happen when this is all over? Because it's going to be over, and we want to be ready for the opportunities that are going to come our way. So what baby step can I take to move in the direction of what I want, rather than to just sit around feeling powerless?
That's very true. Yes, and you also, that kind of goes into your next point about motivation. I mean, you mentioned motivation doesn't come until you move. So what are a few quick things that we could do to just start moving forward today?
So baby steps. Take baby steps in the direction of who you want to become and what you want to happen. So when I have a client who gets all excited, I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to work out 5 days a week for an hour, my counsel to them is to get dressed in the morning in your workout gear and sit on the bed for a couple days. No workout, sit on the bed for a couple days. And then high-five yourself for that small win, because your brain doesn't tell the difference between a small win or a big win. It just knows that you won, and it gets that dopamine response. And it creates cells of recognition in your brain for success, and the brain wants more of that.
It does. Oh, Jan, thank you so much. Such beautiful words, and really feeling motivated already, so thank you for your time. Well, recently, one thing that I've done, I mentioned to find something to look forward to, is I set some new fitness goals, and for me it gave me something to work toward and made me really feel like myself again. And I'm looking forward to seeing the results. And I've heard from other people who've planned distant vacations or set dates for future experiences or simply set aside time to catch up with a good friend. All these things and more may give you something to look forward to again and also give you a reason to keep going.